Hello, you are welcome to the third video of lesson 4, third and final video of lesson 4. Hope you're doing well and practicing your the same thing I'm doing here. That's the essence of giving you the data sheets. You can also simulate or download data online to practice. Alright, so here we'll be doing correlation and regression analysis. We come to okay, so I usually do okay, so let's see. Alright. Now don't forget. Alright, so I'm thinking of some interesting correlation table now, correlation analysis now. So now don't forget the main objective of this study is to check does product orientation, process orientation, technology exposure, does it affect work disposition or does it have impact on work disposition? Alright, so we've been trying to dissect data from descriptive to some inferential analysis, and now we are getting to the objective. Now let's see, is there any relationship between age and income? So these two are numeric variables, age and income, and comes to analyze and correlate by variables. So age and income. Here we have Pearson, we have Kendall style and Spearman. Kendall style is for non-parametric, Pearson is for a parametric test, and when you have numeric, just like this, numerical scale variables, just like this one. But if we have categorical variables, that's when you use Spearman, if you have nominal or ordinal. Alright, so I can look to flag significant correlations. Now, so here I have staff, age of staff. Of course, when it correlates one thing to the other, what's the relationship between A and A? Of course, they look the same A, so the relationship is perfect, meaning one. But what's the relationship between age and income? Now, the Pearson correlation is 0.020. Now, this indicates a positive or weak correlation. And is it significant? The relationship is not significant because we have zero point 0.9, very not significant, very close to 1. So we're saying it's not a significant correlation. This correlation really doesn't, there's no relationship between age and because it's very close to 0. 0 means no relationship, no correlation at all. -1 means there's a perfect negative correlation, while +1 is a perfect positive correlation. Alright, this is for a very simple analysis. Now, the same correlation between age and income is the same thing between income and age. So we have the same responses there. That means in this analysis, just this column is important, just this set. Alright, so let's do for more. Come here and bivariate correlation. You can have a correlation matrix, and I'm going to add. Oh, okay. I can see my product, process, and nominal. So I'm going to change them to. Let me just change them. Change them to. Or before I change them, let me just quickly use them for Spearman correlation. Spearman. All right. Well, actually, they they give almost the same results, very very close. Whether you use Spearman or Pearson. So bring products, blah blah blah, and bring it here. Spearman. So let's compare between Spearman and Pearson. I'm playing too much. All right. Okay, so this is what? Which one is this? This is Pearson. We have between product and Okay, product and product is always one. Product and process, we have a minus, a negative 0.05, which is also very close to zero, um, and it's not significant. So you can see there is a there is no relationship. Even if there is, it's with a minus relation, a negative relationship between them. And however, it is not significant. Here it's minus, here it's minus. You can see the places with double star means it is significant at 0.01 level. If it is one star, which we do not have here, it's significant at 0.05 level. Alright, so this is a very significant relationship. You can see this is minus 0.420. So it's quite, we can't say it's strong negative, but it's still a negative relationship and it's significant. Process and work disposition. So that means process orientation has a relationship with work disposition. Does it affect? We still can't tell with correlation. Correlation is not an impact analysis, it's not an effect analysis. Regression is. Alright, so now let's check on the non-parametric Spearman. You can see it's just here that we have significance. Here is 0.06. Pearson says it's 0.07, but the interpretation is still the same. And here is the same thing because what is obtainable in this upper diagonal of the table is the same thing you have in the lower diagonal. Like you can see the 1, 1, 1, 1. This is what cuts the table into upper and lower diagonal. So all the ones by the right side or upper the one diagonal, 1, 1, 1, they are the same thing as we have here. Alright, so now let me show you just one thing. Chart builder. Okay, I want the correlation matrix reset, scatter or dots. So I want the correlation matrix, and I'm going to pick all those variables. I want to see them. 2, 3, 4. Drag them here. Okay, okay, I think I have to change them to. Alright, so now I'll go back to my product orientation, change to scale, 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 scale. Alright, so come back to graphs, chart builder. Okay, my product. Okay, scatter dot. So, okay, so product. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 position, 4. Okay, so you can see here we had issues because we were not scaled. Okay, it's fine. I say okay. So here from this table it's running graph. From this table you can see how scattered they are graphically. Which one gave us, okay, process orientation gave us a more significant test. You can see this is scattered, this is quite scattered. It's process orientation that looks more put together. You can see there's a relationship here, though it's negative. Or is it negative? Uh, yeah, though it's negative, but there's still a significant relationship. Like I said, correlation is not a test of impact. You don't have to interpret it that way. That there's a relationship between process orientation and work disposition does not mean process orientation has an impact. Alright, so to check for impact, we do our regression analysis, linear regression analysis. So what's our dependent variable? Work disposition. That's what we are checking. Does product affect work disposition? process and technology, does it affect work disposition? You can also want to try, does age and income also affect? Now, in regression analysis, it doesn't all have to be scale variables. You can have, so let's say, sex and staff, sex of staff and occupation. Does it also affect? So these are places you put your independent variables, and this is where you put your dependent variable. Statistics, give me my model fit, I like my descriptives. I think that's all. Continuing. Alright, then okay. So this is the regression output. This is my descriptives as I requested, mean and standard deviation. And here, the regression analysis will also give us uh, a correlation value, a correlation output rather. We've done that before. So model summary, we have our R to be 0.544. This is like correlation value. So we have the R square, we have the adjusted R square. For multiple regression, when we have more than one independent variable, we interpret the adjusted R square. And by that, we mean that all those independent variables, like we had up to seven of them or so, they are responsible for 14.2% change of variableness of the dependent variable. Yeah, okay. So here the ANOVA is 0.099, which is greater than 0.05. So you can say that the there is the general effect of all these independent variable is not significant on work disposition. Like all of this put together does not have a significant effect on work disposition. So let's check them one after the other. We have the constant. This is their effects on them. This has a negative effect. Process orientation negative, technology negative, age negative, income and sex has a positive effect though. But looking at their significant values, income was almost going to have a significant effect, but sex does not have a significant effect. And process orientation, like we saw, it had a correlation with that is significant correlation with work disposition. But here it's 0.05, and the rule of thumb is once it is greater or equal to 0.05, we accept null hypothesis. So here we say that it has no impact, it has no significant impact on um, on work disposition. So this is where we stop uh, uh, our class and lesson for this intermediate. And the next class we'll be talking about how do you present your results. All right, thank you very much. Stay tuned.